বলে দি।
হ্যাঁ,
হ্যালো।
শুনছি। বলো, বলো, বলো। হুম?
বিশ্বাস করুন আমার মোবাইলে
আজকে
একটা
তো
ফোন
আজকে মাইক্রোফোনে কি প্রবলেম হচ্ছে? কেটে কেটে যাচ্ছে কেন? নাকি আমারটাতে কিছু হচ্ছে?
যদি আমার কথা শোনা যাচ্ছে দুটারই।
মাইক্রোফোনটা অন করো, সুনিতা। দেখো তো সাউন্ড।
বিভাস,
হ্যাঁ, কথা শোনা
হ্যালো,
যাচ্ছে।
ক্যান
হ্যালো।
ইউ হিয়ার মি? হ্যালো, শুনতে পাচ্ছি?
হ্যাঁ, শুনতে পাচ্ছি।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, আরেকটু ভলিউমটা যদি বাড়ানো যায় তাহলে একটু ভালো হয়।
কি হয়েছে? হ্যালো।
হ্যালো। হ্যাঁ, নবনীতের ভয়েস ক্লিয়ার, বাট ইয়ে বিভাসের ভয়েসটা খুব ডাউন হচ্ছে অনেকটা। বিভাস, হ্যালো, ক্যান ইউ হিয়ার মি?
আমার
বিভাস, হ্যালো।
আমার মনে হয় সবাই নিজের মাইক্রোফোনের ইয়েটা একটু
বিভাস,
ভলিউমটা
প্লিজ
বাড়িয়ে
অন ইউর
শোনা যায়।
ইউর মিউট মিউট
হ্যালো, হ্যালো, হ্যালো।
মিউটটাকে অন। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, হ্যালো।
হ্যাঁ, শ্রুয়তে বা।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, শৃণোमि। किञ्चित् उच्चे वदतु,
ওকে।
किञ्चित् उच्चे वदतु। हलो विभास, म्यूट ऑन प्लीज, म्यूट ऑन। विभास, म्यूट ऑन प्लीज।
হ্যালো, হ্যালো।
हाँ, क्लियर, साउंड इज क्लियर।
ওকে।
ओके।
বিভাস,
হ্যাঁ,
গুগল মিটে অনেকেই জয়েন করতে পারছে না, দেখো তো কিছু প্রবলেম হয়েছে কি?
না না, সবাই জয়েন করছে, সবাইকে জয়েন
হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ,
করতে হচ্ছে।
হ্যাঁ হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ গ্রুপ থেকে লিখছে, আমাদের সেমিনারের হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ। ঠিক আছে।
নমিতা ম্যাম, হ্যালো।
হুম, শুনছি।
12টা 5 বাজে, একটু স্যারের সাথে সবাই সকলের পরিচয় পর্ব।
ঠিক আছে, তুমি শুরু করো না ফার্স্ট, আমি আছি। ডিপার্টমেন্টের সবাই যারা আসো একটু ভিডিওটা অন করো, একটু স্যারের সঙ্গে পরিচয়টা করিয়ে নিই, ইনক্লুডিং সাথীও। ডিপার্টমেন্টের যারা রয়েছে, আবিদ, অসীম,
মাইক্রোফোন
নূর,
অফ, যখন যে বলবেন তিনি মাইক্রোফোন অন করবেন, নাহলে ইকো হবে।
মধুমিতা, রামকৃষ্ণ, গোপীনাথ, অঞ্জনা, সবাই একটু মাইক্রোফোনটা অন করো, আর মাইক্রোফোন নয়, ভিডিওটা অন করো, স্যারের সঙ্গে একটু পরিচয় করে নিই। ঠিক আছে, বিভাস স্টার্ট করো। বিভাস।
হুম। महोदय, सर, रेस्पेक्टेड सर, नमस्ते महोदय। विभास मिश्रस्मि महम, संस्कृत विभागस्य अध्यापकः अस्मि।
नमस्ते सर। सर नमस्ते। अहं नवनीता वाघ, महिषादल राजकॉलेजस्य संस्कृतविभागस्य प्रधानम्। स्वागतं सर। Sir, please on your microphone,
वीडियो।
please. Sir, okay.
यस यस नमस्करोमि प्रणमामि सर्वेभ्यो नमो नमः।
Ashim,
माइक्रोफोन ऑन।
microphone.
डॉक्टर असीम सुंदर मिश्र नाम्ना अभिधेय अस्मि। महिषादल राज्य महाविद्यालयस्य संस्कृत विभागस्य अध्यापकः। भवतः स्वागतं कुर्मः वयं संस्कृत विभागपक्षतः।
Lotika, Lotika,
टीका दास अस्मि अहम्। अस्माकम् अन्तर्जातीय आलोचनाचक्रे भवतां स्वागतम्। धन्यवादः।
Gopi,
नमो नमः महोदयः। अहं गोपीनाथ अधिकारी, महिषादल राज्य महाविद्यालयस्य अध्यापकः अहं। स्वागतं महोदय, प्रणमामि, स्वागतं च।
Madhumita, please introduce.
नमो नमः। अहं मधुमिता जाना, महिषादल राज महाविद्यालयस्य संस्कृत विभागस्य सहाध्यापिका। महोदयेभ्यो नमः। भवतां चरणे प्रणामं वन्देऽहम्।
Anjana Senapati, Nandodulal,
अहम नंददुलाल मंडल, संस्कृत विभागस्य सह अध्यापक। भवतां कृते मम प्रणमाञ्जलि निवेदयामि।
অঞ্জনা, অঞ্জনা, নীলকান্ত,
नमो नमः। अहम नीलकांत दासाधिकारी महिषादल राजमहाविद्यालयस्य शिक्षक अस्मिन् अनुष्ठाने भवतां स्वागतम्।
রাম,
नमो नमः। नमो नमः। अहम रामकृष्ण भूँया महिषादल राजमहाविद्यालयस्य आचार्य भवतां कृते अहम नमस्कारं ज्ञापयामि।
বিভাস শুরু করো, বিভাস।
प्रणभ्यतयम्। ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारो वरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयोश्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। नमः श्रीयति राजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे सदाशिव समारम्भं शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तं वन्दे गुरुपरम्परम्। सर्वेभ्यो नमस्काराः। अस्माकं महिषादल राजमहाविद्यालयस्य पञ्चसप्तति वर्षपूर्ति उपलक्षे तथा प्लाटिनम जयंती वर्षपूर्ति उपलक्षे संस्कृत विभागेन आयोजितं नवदिवसीय अंतर्राष्ट्रीय आन्तर्जालिक आलोचनाचक्रस्य अद्य सप्ततम दिवसे वयं समुपस्थिताः। दिवसस्मिन् विशिष्ट अतिथिरूपेण तथा च विशिष्ट वक्तारूपेण समुपस्थिताः वर्तन्ते विविध शास्त्रकृतभूरि परिश्रमाः सम्मानीयाः पूज्यपादाः डॉक्टर नरसिंह चरण पंडा महाभागाः महोदयाः थाईलैंड देशस्य बैंकॉक नगरे स्थित शिल्पकर्म विश्वविद्यालयस्य संस्कृत अध्ययन केन्द्रस्य अपि च पुरातत्व विभागस्य आचार्यः स्म। अधुना डॉक्टर पंडा महाभागाः ICCR इत्युक्ते इंडियन काउंसिल फॉर कल्चर रिलेशंस भारतीय सांस्कृतिक संबंध परिषदस्य अभ्यागत अध्यक्षः पदेन अभिषिक्ताः। तेभ्यो महोदयेभ्यो चरणकमलेषु सश्रद्धं प्रणामं निवेदयामि। इतोपि अस्मासु समुपस्थिताः वर्तन्ते कल्याणी विश्वविद्यालयस्य संस्कृत विभागस्य विभागीय प्रधानाध्यापकाः मीमांसा धर्मशास्त्र पारंगताः डॉक्टर अनिन्द बंदोपाध्याय महाभागाः। महोदयेभ्यो विभागपक्षतः भूयो भूयो अभिनन्दनानि। एतेषाम् आचार्याणां सर्वेषां सान्निध्यं प्राप्त्वा सत्यमेव वयं धन्याः स्मः। तथापि आलोचनाचक्रस्मिन् गूगल मीट माध्यमेन ये अध्यापकाः छात्राश्च अस्माकं मध्ये समुपस्थिताः वर्तन्ते तेषां कृते अपि भूयो भूयो नमांसि अभिनन्दनानि विहरामि। येषां महाभागानाम् आनुकूल्येन वयं सप्तम दिवसस्य आलोचनाचक्रं साक्षवन्तः ते सन्ति अस्माकं महाविद्यालयस्य पूज्यपादाः परमसम्मानीयाः प्राचार्य महाभागाः डॉक्टर असीम कुमार बेड़ा महोदयाः। संस्कृत विभागपक्षतः महोदयेभ्यो भूयो भूयो धन्यवादाः कृतज्ञतां च ज्ञापयामि। इदानीम् अस्मिन् आलोचनाचक्रे उपस्थिताः महिषादल राजमहाविद्यालयस्य इतिहास विभागस्य प्राध्यापिकाः स्वातिबसक महाभागाः। अधुना आन्तर्जातिक अस्मिन् आलोचनाचक्रे সর্বেষাम् অতিথিনাं সমাগতানাं চ স্বাগত ভাষণায় ইতিহাস বিভাগস্য প্রাধ্যাপিকাः স্বাতিবসাক মহাভাগাः স্বাগত ভাষাং উপস্থাপয়ন্তি। স্বাতি ম্যাডাম প্লিজ।
থ্যাংক ইউ বিভাস। শোনা যাচ্ছে তো? হ্যালো,
শোনা যাচ্ছে।
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. It is my immense pleasure to welcome you all in the international webinar workshop, lecture series organized by Department of Sanskrit, Mahishadal Raj College. I am very much delighted to welcome you all, our distinguished speakers, many eminent academicians as well as research scholars, our different faculty members, students, teachers, and many others. Today is the 7th day of this international webinar lecture series. And though we are not very much habituated with this kind of webinar, but we can't stop our intellectual activities for a long time. So I felt that it is the best way to interact with each other and to exchange our valuable ideas with each other. And in this way, we could enrich ourselves or enlighten ourselves. So the topic of this discussion, today's webinar, is very interesting as well as relevant. The topic is environmental and health awareness in present pandemic situation, with special reference in ancient Vedic, Sanskrit, Pali, and Prakrit literature. On behalf of Department of Sanskrit, I would like to extend a special welcome to our distinguished speakers and eminent speakers, Dr. Narsimha Charan Panda and Dr. Anindo Bandyopadhyay. Though they are very much well known in their respective fields, but I felt that it is my moral responsibility to introduce them in front of you. Dr. Narsimha Charan Panda, he is the ICCR Chair Visiting Professor of Sanskrit, Sanskrit Studies Center, Faculty of Archaeology, Shilpakom University, Bangkok, Thailand, which is well known in the field of Indological research. He is the editor of International Journal of Indology and Culture, a peer-reviewed international research journal. He has contributed more than 115 learned research papers and attended 90 national and international conferences and seminars, and has written and edited more than 27 books. So this is a brief introduction of Dr. B.R. Panda. I'd like to welcome him. Please welcome, sir. Next, I would like Welcome, sir. So next, I would like to welcome Dr. Anindo Bandyopadhyay, who is the Assistant Professor and Head, Department of Sanskrit, Kalyani University, West Bengal. Today, Dr. Panda's topic of discussion is Ayurvedic health awareness in present pandemic situation with reference to Sanskrit literature. And Dr. Bandyopadhyay will speak on concept of hygiene in the Dharma and Ortho literature. Environmentalism is a much debated topic in science, social science, and in various other fields. Rachel Carson's Silent Spring highlighted different environmental movements which against environmental degradation, which were maximum man-made. Moreover, we have heard and we are well known about different environmental movements took place in different parts of India as well as in different parts of the world, which aimed at preserving or saving environment as, from destruction as well as thus maintaining ecological balance. So in this connection, I would like to utter a few lines from poet Shukanto Bhattacharya. এ বিশ্বকে এ শিশুর বাসযোগ্য করে রেখে যাব আমি নবজাতকের কাছে এ আমার দৃঢ় অঙ্গীকার. This means we would create a favorable and healthy environment for a newborn child in near future. I hope This webinar will unfold many unknown and interesting as well as different aspects of environment and health issues. Wish you a great success. Finally, I would like to thank my sister as well as HOD of the department, Dr. Nabonita Bagmaiti, and my friend as well as colleague, Vibhash Mistry, for giving me such an opportunity to deliver the welcome lecture. Thank you all. Have a good day. Vibhash.
महोदयभ्यो संस्कृत विभाग पक्षतः मत् पक्षतः भूयो भूयो धन्यवादाः कृतज्ञतं च भारामि। इदानीं प्रारभ्यते च द्वितीयसत्रम्। अस्मिन् सत्रे थाईलैण्ड् प्रदेशस्य बैंकॉक नगरस्थित शिल्पकला विश्वविद्यालयस्य प्राध्यापकाः वरेण्याः सम्मानीयाः परमपूज्यपादाः भारततत्त्वविदाः सर्वशास्त्रपारङ्गताः प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर नरसिंह चरण पंडा महाभागाः बैंकॉक नगर स्थित्वा अपि अस्माकम् आमन्त्रणम् अङ्गीकृत्वा अस्मिन् आलोचनाचक्रे समुपस्थिताः। इदानीं आयुर्वेदिक हेल्थ अवेयरनेस इन प्रेजेंट पैंडेमिक सिचुएशन विथ रेफरेंस टू संस्कृत लिटरेचर इति विषयं महत्वपूर्णं वक्तव्यम् उपस्थापयितुम् अहं डॉक्टर नरसिंह चरण पंडा महाभागान् अनुरुन्धे। सर प्लीज।
ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ओम देवेन्द्रमौलिमन्दारमकरन्दकणारुणां विघ्नान् हेरम्बश्चरणं भुजरेणवः नमामि शिरसं देवीं विद्याबुद्धिप्रदायिनीं वरदां कच्छपीहस्तं वाग्देवीं कमलासनम्। So most respected principal of Mahishadal Raj College, Dr. Asim Kumar Bera, Dr. that is head of the Department of Sanskrit, Nabonita Bagmaiti, Madam, Mr. Vibhash Maiti, the coordinator of this webinar, and Dr. Anindya Bandyopadhyay of Kalyani University, respected scholars, participants, and my dear students. So I will present my lecture through PowerPoint and PPT. So actually let me. Is it visible?
Yes,
is
sir.
it okay? So today the topic, as I have been asked to speak on Ayurvedic health awareness in present pandemic situation with reference to Sanskrit literature. So this is my introduction, as you have given that I am serving as a visiting professor of Sanskrit in Silpakan University, Bangkok, Thailand. Since last 4 years I am working here, and we have the Sanskrit Study Center here in Bangkok. Regularly we are teaching to our MA students, PhD students here. This is for the for the students, those who are continuing their study in MA in Sanskrit in the Mahishadal Raj College and other colleges of West Bengal as well as in India. So this is the department that where we have the postgraduate study of Sanskrit. Especially this is very important aspect of our Sanskrit study, that we are teaching to the students of MA outside of India. And this is the only university, maybe in the world also, we are teaching to the MA students, regular students we have here. But the thing is, most of them are monks also. And because Thailand is a Buddhist country, and due to this pandemic problem throughout this globe, so we are facing a lot of problems. But in Thailand, we have already started our classes through, maybe online classes are going on, direct classes are going on, schools have already opened here, everything is going on smoothly. But in India, we have a little bit problem, as you know. I will not go into detail. Because why I am telling all these things? Because if you speak about any disease, so especially this corona virus is very serious. Especially in India, we see around 95,000 people are just suffering every day. So this is very serious in our country. And as far as Ayurveda is concerned, because Ayurveda is a very important aspect in Sanskrit literature. And Sanskrit, why we talk about Sanskrit? Because Sanskritam Deva Bhasasti, Veda Bhasasti Sanskritam, Prachina Bhasa cha Sanskritam Bhadramandanam. Sanskrit is the language of the gods. Because whenever we visit any temple, generally we chant a mantra, we speak a sloka, and if we chant a mantra, generally the God will please and bless. This is the feeling, this is the belief we have in India. That's why Sanskrit is known as the Deva Bhasa, Veda Bhasa, because the language of the Veda is also Sanskrit. Vedic Sanskrit, we say sometimes it is Vedic Sanskrit, it is Lokic Sanskrit, and Vedic language it has a little bit different than the Lokic Sanskrit due to the grammar, as you know. Because Bhasastu Mukhya Madhura Divya Girvana Bharati Tasyam hi Kavyam Madhuram Tasyadapi Subhasitam. So Bhasastu Mukhya Madhura. It is the, you can say, it is one of the, very sweetest language of the world, very sweet. As well as Bengali language is also very sweet. We accept it. I understand Bengali. Little bit I can speak in Bengali. But here it is, Sanskrit language is very prominent one. Its pronunciation is unique. Whatever you write, you pronounce it accordingly. Sanskrit language is unique among the languages of the world, ancient or modern. It preserves the earliest specimens of the literary art and humanity. The Vedas are earliest literary records of Sanskrit language that has now spread practically all of the world. So this is the importance of Sanskrit. Then I will come to the topic, today's topic, that is the Ayurveda. What is Ayurveda? Two words are here. Ayurveda is a holistic and one of the oldest branches of medicine that imparts complete knowledge about one's health, various ailments that might affect, and different ways of the ailments that can be treated. The term Ayurveda is derived from two Sanskrit words. One is Ayu, its meaning is life, and another is Veda, its meaning is science. Veda means knowledge. So Ayurveda means sacred knowledge. Hence, it is known as the science of life or the mother of healing. The science of life, Ayu, Veda, Ayurveda. So another aspect we will know it from the Susru Samhita, that in the Susru Samhita it is told, Ayu asmin bindati vyatti va Ayurveda. Tatra Ayurveda chanuvritti jivanam manubandho dhari chaityako artha susruta. Then Ayu is known as eti gacchati iti ayuhu, which goes further. it never stops. Because if you are today 30 years old, tomorrow one day will pass. Day after tomorrow, another 2 days will pass. So the life is going on. Life is going on. Eti gacchati iti ayu. Gacchati. It is gacchati. It is going. That's why it is known as ayu. And what is the specification of Ayurveda? Why we read Ayurveda? Why we practice Ayurveda? Why we should know about Ayurveda? What are the implications? What are the usefulness of this old science? It is known as the science. That this science of life includes everything that life depends upon, like food, as balanced diet, exercises, yoga, a specific lifestyle, various health conditions, and they are available treatment options. Ayurveda is a Upaveda or Sabveda of Atharva Veda. It is called as the Panchama Veda. So Ayurveda Panchama Veda Rupena api Jnayate. The word Ayurveda is made of two words, Ayu and Veda, as already I have discussed. So it is told in the Charaka Samhita, Sarirendriya Sattvatma Sanyoga. So it is already, I have given the reference. The students can note the references that I have already provided. So the students, those who are doing PhD or in MA also, they can note for their future study, for their future research work. So the union of Sarira, Sarirendriya Sattvatma Sanyoga. What is the meaning of this particular verse? The union of Sarira, that is body, and Indriya, sense organs. Sattva means mind and Atma means soul. And the Veda means knowledge. Hence, Ayurveda means the knowledge of the union of body, sense organs, mind, and soul. So if all these combine, then it is known as Ayurveda. So when the people bless saying Dirghai Yushu Bhava, it means Dirghayur Bhava. Jivema Saradas Satam. It is in the Veda. So it means you live for a long time. Maybe Jivema Saradas Satam means you may live 100 years. So this is the Ayurveda and its concept. So long time ago, our sages took a note of the fact that people are becoming greedy, getting diseases, and are not happy compared to what they were in the past. Some sages went to search for a remedy to cure diseases, make people remain healthy and happy. When they went to Lord Indra, he preached the knowledge of Ayurveda to the sages, who then preached the same to their students, and so on and so forth. From there on, the saga of Ayurveda started. The sole purpose of betterment of mankind. So this is some definition of Ayurveda. It is known as Hita Hitam. You see, this is the verse Hita Hitam Sukham Dukkham Ayutasya Hita Hitam Manam Chatasya Jatruktam Ayurveda Sauchyate. Then Hita Hitam Sukham, Hita Hitam Sukham Dukkham, Hita Hitam Sukham. It means Hita, Ahita. And so in this particular verse, this is very important verse, and the description, the characteristics of Ayurveda is mentioned in this particular verse. It speaks, the above Sanskrit verse means that the Ayurveda is the science of life that contains the details of living a healthy and a long life. Long life, because whosoever exists here in this world, so everyone will try to live some more days. If you, nobody is trying to get a very short life. Everybody will try to live more and more days with healthy mind and healthy spirit and healthy body. Healthy mind and healthy body If you speak these two words, what is this meaning? Healthy mind and healthy body. If your mind is positive, if your mind is static, if your mind is, so healthy, no tension you have, then you may remain physically healthy. So it is told, Mana eva manushyanam karanam bandhamakshayo. So your mind should be always healthy. Your mind should be always positive. Your mind should be free of tension. So if you are in tension, then the body also will have some problems. That's why try to free from all the tensions that you have. So it is told here in this particular verse that the hita means the good, ahita means the bad, or the four different types of ayus. It is described here: hita ayu, ahita ayu, sukha ayu, and dukha ayu. So ayu means the life, the longevity is mixed with something it is good, something it is bad, something it is sukha, which can provide you the pleasure, and sometimes it is not pleasurable. So these four types of ayu are described in the Ayurvedic text. And also one more verse, it is available in Charaka Samhita Sutra Sthana. Tasyayusa punyatamo vedo veda vidam mataha baksyate janma manushyanam lokayur ubhayur hitam. It is also Charaka Samhita Sutra Sthana. So why this Ayurveda is so famous? Because yet manushyanam lokayur ubhayur hitam, because it provides pleasures. It is for the benefit of the people. This Ayurveda, this Vidya is with us. So if you follow this Vidya, if you follow this text of Ayurveda, if you follow the methods of Ayurveda, if you read Ayurveda, if you understand Ayurvedic treatment system, if you understand Ayurvedic methods of treatment, definitely we may live happily in this world. That's why it is essential that to get more longevity, to get good health, we should follow the Ayurvedic treatment, the Ayurvedic medicines, the Ayurvedic healing way of life. So it is again advised in the Ashtanga Hridaya. It is not here. In the Ashtanga Hridaya, it is advised. What it is advised? Ayuhu kamayamanena dharmartha sukha sadhanam ayurvede ayurvedopadesesu videha paramadara. It is told in the Ashtanga Hridaya Sutra Sthana, ayuhu kamayamanena. So if the person desires of long life, which is means or instrument for achieving dharma, artha, and sukha, that is happiness, repose utmost faith in the teachings of Ayurveda. Why you believe in the text of Ayurveda? If somebody will ask this question, the answer is ayuhu kamayamanena. If you really desire to live in this society in a healthy way, in a prosperous way, in a pleasant way, then you have to keep faith in the Ayurvedic text. And besides all these things, if you want to get dharma, artha, sukha, all these things, if you want these three things, and you have to believe in the Ayurvedic text. You have to believe in the teachings of Ayurveda, because sukha here means both kama and moksha. It is told by the text of Ashtanga Hridaya. So it is a very important aspect that the Ayurveda, it is the way of life nowadays in this corona pandemic period. You see, we don't have any positive medicines. You can say the allopathic medicine we don't have. And we believe in this particular method, that is the Ayurvedic healing method. And this holistic healing technique has been there for more than 5,000 years, and it vividly offers remedy depending upon the various elements of the body it's made up, and specific body type has, which pertains to the three dosas, because we know about these three dosas. Although this holistic healing has been with us since the time immemorial, it has become more popular in the recent ages because we follow Ayurvedic medicines. Maybe it is very old method, it is very old science. We know it since last 5,000 years. You see, in the Vedic texts, in the Upanishadic text, in the Ramayana, in the Mahabharata, everywhere you find descriptions about this Ayurvedic healing system, Ayurvedic way of life, Ayurvedic medicines, Ayurvedic trees, especially in the Atharva Veda. You see so many mantras we have regarding this Ayurvedic trees, Ayurvedic medicines, Ayurvedic way of life. So everything is described very nicely and vividly in our Ayurvedic text like Charak Samhita, Susru Samhita, Ashtanga Hridaya. So many texts we have available nowadays. And here on the screen, what are the principles that govern Ayurveda? Because I have quoted so many texts from the Charaka Samhita, because if you speak about something, you have to quote, you have to give the references, you have to be more authentic when you are speaking something, being a researcher, because although I am a teacher, I am a researcher also. I am editing an international journal of Indology here in Silpakan University. 4 volumes I have edited, and the volume 5th is still going on. So being a researcher, we have to follow the research methodology. The text that we are quoting, we have to give its references for a more clarification, for more justification. That's why it is told here, Swastasya swasthya rakshanam aturasya vikara prasamanam. This is Ayurveda. Why Ayurveda is here? Because Ayurveda Shastra aims at keeping a healthy person healthy and managing or curing diseases. It will cure all of your disease, mind, body, and both that manifest in a person. So we have to cure a person totally, because Ayurveda believe in total cure of the body. Because this is the main principle, one. So what is the main principle here? It is told on your Ayurveda is based on mainly 3 principles. Samanya, Vishesha, Siddhanta. When you have dryness of skin, you might apply moisturizer to bring back the moisture that was lost in your skin. The moisture contained in your skin is increased by a similar moisture containing the product. This is Samanya. At the same time, the dryness was reduced to the Vishesha of moisture that is opposite to dryness of your skin. And it is told here, Samanyam ekattokaram Visheshastu pratakatto prit sarvada sarvasbhavanam Samanyam vridhikaranam rasa hetur Visheshatto. So this is also Charaka Samhita. The principle of a dravya, that is substance, that brings about union or increase in the dravya's quality or quantity is called samanya. The principle of a dravya that brings about non-union or disease in a dravya's quality or quantity is called as vishesha. So the second principle, what is the second principle? Dravya. This is Pancha Mahabhuta Siddhanta. It is very famous. Pancha Mahabhuta, you know, we have the 5 great elements. Chiti, Up, Tej, Marut, Vyama. Dravya is any substance that has qualities and actions residing in it. We human beings are also a dravya. Ayurveda is more practical oriented subjective science opines that based on the different structural and functional aspects of the universe and organisms, each and every cell, organ system, and general every dravya or the substance in this universe is made of Pancha Mahabhutas. Pancha Mahabhutas. So these are the Pancha Mahabhutas. It is very famous. It is well known to our students. It is well known to our scholars that the Prithvi, the Up, the Agni, Vayu, and Akasha. But in Buddhism, the Buddhist philosophy don't accept this Akasha. In Buddhism, we have only 4 Mahabhutas. That is the Prithvi, Up, Agni, and Vayu. In Buddhist concept, they don't follow Akasha. They don't accept this Akasha as one of the 5 great elements. But in other Indian philosophy, we have these 5 great elements. For example, because you see the hardness of the bones due to Prithvi Mahabhuta, predominance. Everything is described because I will not go into detail because I have so many slides to show. Then the principle of Tridosha, because Tridosha, it is very important aspect of Ayurveda. Tridosha, like 3 guna. 3 gunas we have, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. And if your gunas are equilibrium, then we without any disease. The same thing here, because if you speak about the Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, if these 3 will be equilibrium, if these 3 will be parallel, then the equilibrium or the parallel of these 3 dosas, it means you are healthy. If one will up, another will down, so then your health will be more problematic. So Vata, this dosa that is responsible for the movements of each and every atom, and also provides space for all the movements to occur. For example, the act of respiration, and all these things, you know, the problem of a Vata, this is the movements of nerve and pulses. It will generally give the problem to our nervous system. So this is the Pitta. Pitta, why? Pitta is what for it is responsible. The Pitta is responsible for any transformation taking place in our body, and also the temperature changes in our body. For example, the digestion, metabolism, breaking up large food particles to smaller ones for absorption of the body, etc. And finally, this kapha, it is responsible for energy storage, the formation of new structures, protection of the body, and bonding between the molecules in our body to form larger molecules. For example, immunity. Because if you speak about this immunity boost system, nowadays we are facing this disease corona because our immunity system is getting down. So if you want to, you can balance this Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. We have to follow, we have to take this Ayurvedic medicines. It is told here. What is told here? Because the health is very important aspect nowadays in this corona pandemic. That's why we have to balance our 3 dosas. That's why it is told. Samadosa, samagnischa, samadhatu alankriya, prasannatma indriya samah swastam ityam avidhiyate. It is told in Sutrasthana of the Susur Samhita. Samadosa, because balance of energies, dosas are humors. There should be the balance. If it will be imbalance, maybe any dosa will be imbalanced, then you will face problems. The roga will come, the disease will come. The normal functioning, all the metabolistic activity, normal intake of food and nutrition, normal excretion of byproducts. So that is, you have to maintain this balance. So happy and sound soul, mind, and senses. Because some of dosa should be balanced properly. It is told in the Charak Sangita also, Sushru Sangita also here before, 1541 in Sutrasthana. Then you please see how these three dosas impact on your body and mind. Because if your Vata, what is the Vata? Because how it will impact on your body, because it is light frame, appetite, variable, and your skin will be dry, thin, visible, vanish, and your digestion also it is variable. If the pitta dosa will be more, then you see your body, how this body will show, and muscular, metabolism built, strong, dislikes, missing meals, and warm, and may have the prickles, and your digestion will be strong, regular. And if the copper those oil increase, because what you do, large frame, maybe overweight, those who are overweight, and those who are very healthy, you can say in Hindi it is motapa, those who are very healthy, it is due to this copper dose. And this how the mind will react, or the Vata, because there are three types of body we have, because every human being having these three dosas. So if a body is dosa, then his mind will be weak, his mind will be cold, his mind will be irregular, and he will move here and there. His memory and learns quickly, forgets quickly, because this is important for the students. If a student have Vata problem, if it is body is this is Vata body, then he will learn very quickly, also he will forget very quickly. So this is not good for the students. You have to balance this Vata, and his energy, he will be very nervous always. And if the Pitta will be dominant in a body of a student, so you see, it will hit alcohol. It will, because it is good, sharp memory. This Pitta will provide the sharp memory, and it is motivated also. This is good for the student, because it will help you to keep everything in your memory for a long time. And this copper body, and the copper human being, this how it will impact on your mind, because you will face some type of cold, not good, and learn slowly but does not forget. So this is slow and steady wins the race. If a student having this copper body, copper will dominate, then what will be the mind of the student? The student will learn very slowly, but he does not forget easily, because he learn very slowly, and he will keep it also in his memory for a long time. So this is something good for the students. It should be copper is better impact on students' life. So here you see, because this is the Ayurvedic body, that the copper, but it impacts, how it impacts sinuses, nostrils, throat, and bronchi and lungs. So you see, this is yellow portion is copper, and pitta, that is the red portion, is it will function. It will control over your liver, gallbladder, stomach, and pancreas also. And the Vata is the last portion. This is blue color, small intestines, large intestines. So you can understand that your three dosas, it covers this way in your body. So this is the maintain and restore the balance body's qualities in functions. Because why I am telling all these things, because you have to maintain, you have to make a balance of these three dosas, kapha, pitta, and vata. So kapha means it is heavy, it is cold, it is stable, it is oily. If a oily body, it means you have this kapha problem. If you have a pitta problem, because you have to two combination. One is earth and water, water and fire, air and space. So pitta, if you have pitta problem, it means also that it is you are hot. If you are feeling hot, means you have pitta problem. So if your body is having dry, light, cool, and because you have this, this is the last one, air and space problem you have. And there are also diets are mentioned, so many diets, so many foods are mentioned for these three type of bodies. Because if you have this vata problem, you have to take this type of diet. And you have if you have the pitta problem, then you have to take, you have to change your taste accordingly. So the proportionate of the food is being divided here on the screen. So you have to check your body. You have to make the balanced food for your body. It is giving on the screen. The diet is very important for the body, because ahara suddhi, sattva suddhi. If you take positive diet, if you take some, sattvic food, definitely your body will be balanced, your mind will be balanced, so that you will free from disease. So then I have to speak about this some of the 10 major habits every day you have to do, because in this corona pandemic period you have to what you have to do. So I have some advice for the students especially, and not for the students, for all the persons, those who are watching this webinar. Also it is very important that you have to wake up in the Brahmi Muhurta. Brahmi Muhurta is very important for the students. The students have to get up from the bed early in the morning, maybe around at 4 a.m. in the morning, but sometimes it is maybe 5, but before sunrise you should wake up from the body, get up from the bed, and then you start your reading. You chant the mantras, you chant some of the verses of Sanskrit, you read something whatever you like, you prepare for your exam, you read thoroughly. So this is the right time for the students to wake up early in the morning and for the to read something. For the fitness of your body, you have to follow this. Moreover, the level of this is the oxygen, because if you get up early in the morning, you will get more oxygen in the morning time, because this is the importance of the Brahmi Muhurta, that more oxygen your body will get this time. It is the verse, you see, Brahme Muhurte Utishthete Swastho Raksha Artham Ayusaha. So it is advised that you have to get up early in the morning, but it is to be more healthy, to be more healthy and more, you can say, you'll get all the prosperity in your life if you will have a good routine work. That definitely you have to leave this bed before sunrise, because habit number 2, what you will do, this is number 2, sarira yasa janakam karma vyayama uchyate. I will speak about the vyayama, the exercise. It is very common in India. It is very common here also in Thailand. People, they also go to the gym and they like this vyayama. What is told? Ardha saktya nise vyastu balibhi snigdha bhojibhi chitakale vasante cha mandameva tato anyada. It is told in Ashtanga Hridaya. One who is strong and eat uncourteous food every day should use half of the energy, one's energy, to do vyayama. The same to be in winter season and autumn. In the summer and rainy season, one should use the less thing. So, because it is told, Laghavam karma samarthyam dipto nismite dakshayah vibhakta ghanagatratum vyayamam upajayate. So it is always advisable that you have to do this vyayama every day to keep and to fit your body. It is very essential for the body that you have to fit your body if you regularly do some exercise. Without exercise, your body cannot be fit and strong. To make strong your body, to make fit your body, you have to do this exercise, regular exercise, it is told, because what are the reasons why you have to do this exercise? In Ayurveda, doing exercise is said to reduce the kapha dosha. If you do exercise regularly, then your kapha dosha will be reduced. And medha dhatu, which is the main cause of the disease, prameha, the diabetes, everything will be in control. And the rakta chapa, you can say the blood pressure will be, and hypertension, everything will be under control if you do regular exercise. So this is the reason that I've given in the Ayurvedic text. However, it is not recommended for the elderly above 70 years and young below 16 years, and those having Vata and Pitta diseases for this exercise, because it is advised in this Ayurvedic text. So it is another verse, it is very important. Vyayamat lavate swastham dirghayusyam balam sukham arogyam paramam bhagyam swastham sarvartha sadhanam. What are the benefits of exercise? What are the benefits of vyayama? It is told in the Ayurvedic text that vyayamat lavate swasthyam. If you really desire a healthy life, then, and healthy life as well as long life, dirgha ayushyam, then balam sukham, if you need really some energy, if you need some you can say more strength, then you have to continue, you have to practice this regular exercise. Arogyam paramam bhagyam swastha sarvartha sadhanam. It is advised in the Ayurvedic text, and nowadays it is very important, because this pandemic hour, you have to regularly practice, regularly perform this exercise, the vyayama. So it is already advised, I will not go through in detail. And the third habit is you have to do, what is this? We have to do abhyanga. Abhyanga means applying oil massage. You see, this is oil massage is very important for the body. If you do this regularly, doing abhyanga every day will reduce the premature aging or keep one young, reduce tiredness, and the Vata dosha will definitely reduced. And it is good to apply oil to the whole body, but if it is not possible, then one should apply it to the face, slap into the ears and feet. Definitely, if you practice this oil massage, then it is really good for your body. Abhyangam acharit nityam sajara samabataha drishti prasada pushtam ayuhu sukna sukh sukhardam dadhyakrit. So it is very important for every individual to follow this abhyanga, to follow this oil massage for the body massage. I mean, different type of oils are available in India. So we have to make a regular practice of this oil massage. And what are the person? Take care as remove the oil in the ears and cotton wick after continuing 100 times in the number. One should not apply pressure while applying warm oil. Just spread oil in the direction of the body, hair in swift motions for last 15 minutes. What is the time to do? Which oil is to use? It is best done for the coconut oil or sesame oil before bath, in the morning, after exercise, because after exercise you have to do all these things, not before exercise. After abhyanga procedure, take warm water bath. It is advised in this Ayurvedic text that after oil massage you have to take bath in the warm water, not in the cold water. It is very essential for the body to have these precautions. This is always told or advised rightly in this Ayurvedic text. So, what is the research? In a pilot study, it was found that abhyanga statistically reduced subjective stress, blood pressure, and heart rate in the hypertensive subjects. So if you have an oil massage properly, definitely it will reduce your stress, it will definitely reduce your tension, and everything, your blood pressure will be normal. A study was conducted on the basketball players to elicit the effect of abhyanga or the massage on the muscle strength. It was found that abhyanga increased the muscle strength significantly. However, with no abhyanga for a 15 days led to reduced muscle strength. This shows how important it is to do oil massage or abhyanga every day, especially after exercise. So it is advised to do it after regular exercise. You have to have this massage system. And the fourth is udvartana. It is very important. Udvartanam, pasayadi, churna, gatriyot, dharsanam. Dharsanam, you have to, because the act of rubbing, dharsanam, the act of rubbing this churna, this powders, any suitable drug, with some frictions in the body is called udvartana. You have to prepare a churna of some Ayurvedic medicines, Ayurvedic products. Then you have to rub it on your body like massage. So which powder is used generally? Turmeric, haldi, triphala. Triphala is very important aspect as far as Ayurvedic point of view. So triphala churna or turmeric, gram flour is combined in equal quantity in the powder from the applied and bathing powder after abhyanga before bath. So it is before bath, it's advised. Triphala, it is very important. You can also take triphala churna for the balance of your body, balance of your vata pitta kapha. You have to take triphala churna regularly. Triphala is not appropriate to for everyone, because if the Ayurvedic doctor will prescribe, if you suggest, then you take this triphala churna for the balance of your vata pitta and kapha. This is, you see, this is harida, vahada, and all these things before amala. It is before you. You know it, because our Indian people, they know all about this triphala churna. It is very important. And the same verse I am repeating again for the students. Udvartanam kapahur medasaha rabilayanam sthiri karanangamanganam yakta sadakara param. So this is also the healthy habits. To use this udvartana, you have to prepare some churna. You have to prepare and mix it, and then rub it on your body like massage, so that you will get some relief. Your body will be relieved, your body will be relaxed. If you have some problem, it will go away. So it is advised in the Ayurvedic text. So then number 5, do kavala graha. Kavala graha means oil pulling or hot water every day. You should take hot water every day. Which oil is to be used first? The sesame oil or coconut oil is very preferable as far as Ayurvedic treatment is concerned. You have to take either sesame oil or coconut oil. But in the procedure, take a spoon of warm oil in mouth and move it into the mouth till there is uncontrollable or excessive salivation. Thin water discharges from your eyes and nose. What the research says, a study due to the effects of oil cooling on the oral health showed significant reduction in the plaques and modified index. So you have to take this hot water bath, and also this and gargling also, because gargling in the hot water, it is also very good for your throat. You see, how the picture it shows, it is every day you have to take some hot water and you have to make a gargling every day to keep your throat very clear and out of any disease. But now this in this corona pandemic, it is advisable for each and everyone always take hot water, and every day you have to do this gargling 2-3 times in a day. So this is very important aspect as far as corona pandemic is concerned. You have to follow this. You have to follow this gargling. You have to follow this. Taking this hot water for the body to make it smooth, to make it good, free from all the diseases. So then it is another prescription. It is adhyasana. Is overeating. Nowadays the students that they eat more, and sleep more. So don't take much food. Stop overeating. Adhyasanam bhoyo muktasyo paribhojanam. It is told in the Ashtanga. What is told? What is advised? Eating food even before the digestion of the previous meal is called adhyasana. Because now we have taken the lunch. So after half an hour, if you take another, again you will take food. Again you will take food. If it's not good, it's not proper. You have to give some gap. When the food will be digested properly, then you take some other foods. It is always advised, don't take much food. Don't overeat. Overeat is a problem for overweight problem. That's why it is told, you don't take this type of foods. It is not good for the health. It is told, Ibandhosti pravrittirva glanir maruta mudhata ajirna linga samanyam vishtambhyo gauravam brahmaha. So it is ajirna. Ajirna means indigestion. It will create indigestion problem in your body if you take excess food. Excess food is not good for the body. Excess food is not healthy for the body. So if you have to maintain a healthy body, if you have the good digestion system, then you have to take limited food. Limited food is good for the body. Don't leave this overeating, and especially the students. They always try to eat more food, and continuously they eat and eat and eat. This is not proper for the students. So it is essential, especially in this corona pandemic period. It is advised in the Ayurvedic text, please stop overeating. Don't take much food. Light food is good for the body. Light food is good for the health always. That's why it's advised to follow, to take light food always. And 7, advice is eat with tamanna. Means what we think while eating. Because whenever you are eating, you take it very constantly. Because concentrate. You have to maintain concentration at the time of eating. So don't disturb your mind whenever you are taking the food. It is good for the digestion. It is advised here. Always try to remember that concentration. It is tamanna bhojana grata chittaha. Whenever you are eating, that's why take it very seriously. Concentrate on your food. So concentration is essential at the time of lunch, at the time of breakfast, at the time of dinner also. Concentration is essential at the time of eating food. It is advised in this Ayurvedic text. So then advice number 7, it is sunti, fresh ginger, and swandhava lavana. Ginger, nowadays it is advised by our Ayurvedic doctors, you take ginger always. And rock salt is also a good antioxidant. It maintains blood pressure, because blood pressure will be controlled if you take this rock salt. And it will also reduce your cough, cold, etc. And ginger is found to act antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-nausea compound, and anti-cancer agent. So if somebody else is facing this cancer problem, then he has to take this ginger. And it is most essential nowadays, even It is told that you boil hot water and put some ginger, then you drink it regularly. Then your throat will be clear, your corona problem will be over, as advised. This is bhojanagre sada patyam lavanadraka bhakshanam. Lavana adraka bhakshanam. It is told in the Ayurvedic text. Bhojana agre sada patyam. It is very good for the healthy body. You take ginger as well as this rock salt. And the advice number 9, ushnodaka. Ushnodaka means hot water. You should take ushnam, kathanoshnam. It is always advised in the Ashtanga Hridaya text that water that is boiled and reduced to 1/4 or 1/3 or 1/2 is called ushnodaka. Ushna udaka. Ushna means hot. Udaka means water. So always take hot. Not exactly hot, but little bit. It should warm water. It will purify your body. It will help in digestion. And now in this corona pandemic period, it is most essential to take hot water, and it is rightly advised in the Ashtanga Hridaya. So Ashtanga Hridaya prescribed and suggest that Ushna Udaka, hot water, is very essential for the body. And a study is given here. I will not go in detail because time is going on very short now. So then it is Deepanam Pachanam Pancham Lagushnam Vasti Sodhanam and Hidimya Dhamna. So all these things are advised in this Ayurvedic text. So then finally the Ayurvedic advice number 10, what you will do? You should do some fasting. Yat lagavaya karsaya talanghanam. It is told in the Ashtanga Hridaya. It is fasting is essential. You do fast once in a week, that which brings about the lightness of the body, or that which makes one lean is called langhana. You have to follow this langhana kriya. Langhana kriya means you have to maintain fasting, some brata. You do some fasting every week to relax your body. It is essential. So there are so many research are going on, and skipping dinner once in a week is ideal for the body types. It is advised by the Ashtanga Hridaya. So it is, how it is just on the screen. So then Vimalendriyata Sargo Malanam Lagavang Ruchi. It is told, it is here. And we can see that most of the tips told above are mainly concentrating on remaining healthy body. Because healthy body is more important these days. We have to maintain this healthy body. And what we will do? You have to take some good food, light food, Sattvika Ahar we have to take, so that your body will be balanced. And so finally I have to go for the conclusion. Before conclusion, I have to advise one or two things, because what we have to do nowadays. Lavanam Vyanjanam Chaiva Gritam Taila Tatheva Cha Leyam Peyam Cha Vividham Hastadattam Navakchayet. It is told in the text, salt, ghee, oil and annam and other foods should not be served with bare hand. So bare hand, you have to leave this bare hand. You always use spoon. If you want to give some salt, if you want some oil or ghee or food, then use spoon. Don't use your bare hand. Don't touch it. Don't touch any food, because nowadays it is essential to use spoons to serve any food to anybody else. And secondly, it is told, Anatura Swani Khani Nasruset Animiktatah. It is told in the Manusmriti, without a reason, don't touch own indriyas. Don't touch your own indriyas. That means eyes, nose and ears, or sense organs. Don't touch your sense organs like this, because it is advised in the text. And what is told again, Apamrinjana Naswato Gatrani Ambarapani Vi. It is told in another text, don't use cloths already worn by you and dry. yourself after bath. So after bath, don't use it again. You have to dry it and then you have to use it. So again it is told, hastapade mukhe chaiva panchadro bhojanam chare. No, because you have to clean your hands, then you take food. Without cleaning your hasta, without cleaning your pada, without cleaning your mukha, don't take the food. So first you have to clean your hands, everything you have to clean. Maybe by body you have to saucha, you have to follow this sauchata, you have to follow, you have to clean it by soap, and then you take the food. So the food will be hygienic, it will be hygienic for your body. So don't take the food without cleaning your hands, without cleaning your mouth. So first you clean and then you take. And again it is advised, no dharayet parasyaiva snana vastram kadachana. Don't use another taulia. Suppose somebody has used any towel, then don't take it, don't use it. Then always use your own towel, always use your own cloth, don't use others' cloth. It is essential. So now this corona pandemic time, it is essential to follow the guidelines which is specifically advised in this Ayurvedic text. So Ayurveda is a science. Our Ayurvedic doctors has always advised that we have to follow this type of systems, our old science. Then in Buddhism also, it is told is wealth, because in Dhammapada it is advised that arogya paramalabha santutti paramam dhanam vissama paramajati nibbana paramam sukham. So first you have to stay healthy, and mentally you have to healthy, physically you have to healthy. Then so you have to keep your body and your mind more healthy. That's why healthy body always provides you healthy mind and healthy atmosphere. So in the society, if you want to stay happily, healthily, and then we have to follow, we have to read this Ayurvedic text, you have to follow the Ayurvedic guidelines, then our body would be safe, our mind would be safe. We have to follow the Ayurvedic way of life. So then this is all about me and Ayurveda. So lastly, I have to thank the organizers of the college. So organizers of the college, that is the Mahishadal Raj College, West Bengal. So I have to thank the principal, the head of the department, the coordinator, Mr. Vibhas Maiti, and all of the participants, those who are present now. So again, thank you very much. Thank you all. जय तो संस्कृतम, जय तो सुर भारती. आप सबको सर्वेभ्यो नमो नमः, धन्यवादं अर्पयामि.
वसुन्धरा प्राचीनतम समृद्धतमः च भाषा संस्कृतम. पृथिव्यां न कुत्रापि कस्यापि भाषाया एतादृशं साहित्य वैभवं परिलक्ष्यते. समग्र विश्वे संस्कृत भाषा विज्ञानसम्मता श्रेष्ठा भाषाति स्वीकृतं मनीषिभिः. महाभागाः वर्तमान परिस्थितौ आयुर्वेद शास्त्रानुसारेण स्वास्थ्यस्य चिन्तनम् इति विषये आलोकचित्रेण प्रतिकारात्मकम् अत्यन्तं पाण्डित्यपूर्ण वचनम् उपस्थापितवन्तः. तेन वयं सर्वे अनुप्रेरिताः उत्प्लुताः च. महोदयानां कृते महाविद्यालयपक्षतः, संस्कृतविभागपक्षतः, मत्पक्षतः भूयो भूयो धन्यवादाः, कृतज्ञतां च ज्ञापयामि.
नमस्करोमि, प्रणमामि.
अधुना आलोचनाचक्रस्मिन् उपस्थिताः वर्तन्ते कल्याणी विश्वविद्यालयस्य संस्कृतविभागस्य विभागीय प्रधानाध्यापकाः मीमांसाधर्मशास्त्रपारङ्गताः डॉक्टर अनिन्द बंदोपाध्याय महाभागाः. अधुना कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ हाइजेनिक इन द धर्म एंड अर्थ लिटरेचर इत्यस्मिन् विषये वक्तव्यम् उपस्थापयन्ति. Sir, please.
सीदन्ति मम गात्राणि मुखञ्च परिशुष्यति बेपथुश्च शरीरे मे रोमहर्षश्च जायते गाण्डिवं स्रंशते हस्तात् त्वक्चैव परिदह्यते. After listening such an informative and systematic lecture of Professor Narasingha Panda on Ayurveda, I am really unstable like Arjuna to go through my research paper. However, let me first express my deep gratitude to all the members of the organizing committee for providing me with an opportunity to present my paper, Concept of Hygiene in Dharma and Artha Literature, before this August gathering. However, if we study the ancient and medieval Indian socio-cultural heritage, we can easily understand that in the sense in which the word hygiene is used today, it is only a narrow meaning in the context of Indian culture. The term hygiene is currently used to refer to a series of practices to preserve one's health. According to World Health Organization, that is WHO, hygiene refers to conditions and practices that help to maintain health and prevent the spread of diseases. Many people equate hygiene with cleanliness, but in English language, hygiene is a broader term than that of the cleanliness. It includes some accepted personal habits like how frequently to take a shower or bath, wash hands, trim fingernails, and wash clothes. And it also includes attention to keeping surfaces in the home and workplaces, including bathroom facilities, clean and pathogen free. In Indian culture, on the other hand, the word shaucha is used in the sense of cleanliness, both external and internal. In Indian perspective, this cleanliness is necessary to serve the secular as well as the religious purposes of every individual. It refers to purity of mind, speech, and body. According to yoga philosophy, shaucha is one of the niyamas. Ancient and medieval legal texts devoted a considerable amount of pages to discuss the accurate notion of shaucha. According to Indian cultural perception, cleanliness is a part of worship, and at the same time, purity of mind is also an important part of salvation, the final purpose of every individual soul. Therefore, shaucha includes outer purity of body as well as the inner purity of mind. The term hygiene, on the other hand, employs external cleanliness, which can be achieved through daily ablutions, while internal pureness is cultivated through physical exercises, including asana, that is postures, and pranayama, the breath techniques, like this. In this paper, however, I shall try to concentrate on the concept of external cleanliness, that is hygiene, as has been recorded in the Dharma and Artha literature. As a student of Sanskrit, if we are confronted with the rich history of ancient and medieval Indian literary heritage, we can easily clarify these texts into three separate sections, some of which are descriptive in nature and others are suggestive. And the rest are applicable, better to say, manual for the rituals. The entire Vedic Samhitas, the two great epics, that is Ramayana and Mahabharata, the text of Kalidasa, Bana, etc., are to be considered as the descriptive text, whereas the Vedic Brahmanas and the Aranyakas are rather manual for the rituals. The later text on Paddhatis are also to be considered as ritualistic manuals for or applicable as well. However, the text on Dharma, like Manu, Yagyavalkya, etc., and the text on Artha, like Kautilya are recommendatory in nature. In this paper, I shall try to claim on the basis of these recommendatory texts that the people of the ancient and medieval Indian subcontinent was also worried about social and personal hygiene while maintaining their own spiritual cleanliness. In the Rig Veda lays great emphasis on shuchi and being pure. In Rig Veda, in 895, 7 to 9, the word shuddha means pure occurs 13 times. And in the 7th mandala of 56 sukta, in the 12 mantras, the word shuchi, that is pure, used 6 times. In Aitareya Brahmana, in 32:4, it is observed that if the milk of an Agnihotrin that was heated by him for the Homa became impure, that is amedha, by an ant or worm failing therein, the milk is to be taken up in an Agnihotra Havani and was to be poured upon the ashes near the Ahavanya fire. This shows that great care was taken about the purity of vessels to be used in sacrifices and about the offering to be made. However, the legal luminaries in ancient and medieval India laid down a great burden to develop the notion of external cleanliness. According to them, cleanliness, that is shaucha, was essential for all the householders, the Vedic students, that is brahmacharis, and the forest hermits, and definitely for the world renouncers, that is sannyasis as well. The cleansing of the body in the morning is only a part of the general shaucha. Comparatively later dated text, that is Daksha Sriti, suggests one should take necessary action to maintain own cleanliness, as it is the foremost characteristics of a twice born. Whoever ignores the scriptural customs of cleanliness, all of his spiritual offering will be useless. Bharita, as has been recorded in the Grihastha Ratnakara, page 552, enunciates that the cleanliness is the first step towards righteousness, that is dharma. It is the resting place of the spiritual knowledge, the residence of success, the means of emotional peace. It is also a means of becoming affectionate to the deities, the means of realizing the Almighty, that is Atman, and the wisdom enlightener. Vashishta, another lawmaker, the law recorder, he records, one should not pass urine in a river, on a road, on ash, on cow dung. He especially talking about cleanliness, which is necessary for toileting. He says that one should not pass urine in a river, on a road, on ash, on cow dung, as it is used for developing fertilizer, on plowed land, on a field that has been sown with seed, or on a grassy patch, nor in a shady spot offering for shelter. Further, he states that one should not urinate or defecate in water or spit into it. He should void urine and excrement with his head covered, and after spreading some grass unfit for ritual purposes on the ground facing the north during the day and the south during the night, and sitting down facing the north during twilights. This recommendation is probably based on the direction in which the local wind blows. This is only to prevent odor, the bad smell, in the surrounding environment, as air carries the same. Bodhayana, one of the ancient Dharmasutras, adds While someone is voiding urine or excrements, he should hold water pot in his right hand, and while he is sipping water, he should hold it in his left hand. That is the settled practice among all good people. Gautama only adds that after urination or defecation, he should not use leaves, clods, or stones to clean himself, and he should never do it without spreading something on the ground or close to his house. Manu says something about physical cleanliness or physical hygiene too. In fifth chapter of Manava Dharma Shastra, 135 slokas records that body oil, semen, blood, marrow, urine, feces, earwax, nails, flames, tears, discharge of the eyes, asrujala, and sweat, that is dharma. These are the 12 impurities of man. Manu uses the term mala here. Sanskrit is bit, mutra, asik, majja. Mutra, asik, majja, karna bin nakha, smleshma asru dushika, seda, dadasha ete rinang mala. These are the 12 impurities of man. Purify oneself, Manu says, or Manu recommends, after voiding urine or excrement, and to clean any of the 12 bodily impurities, one should use a sufficient amount of earth and water. A man intent to purify himself should apply 1 lump of earth on the penis, 3 on the anus, 10 on one hand, and 7 on both. According to him, this rules of purification is recommended for householders. It is twice that much for students, that is Vedic brahmacharis, and 3 times for forest hermits, and 4 times for ascetics. Yajnavalkya rightly suggests that getting up, holding his penis, he should tirelessly perform the purification that eliminates the smell and the stain using earth and water ground out. Again, Yajnavalkya, another case, recommends that after care of his
Okay.
Can I say? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Continue.
Okay.
Start.
In another side, Yajnavalkya recommends that after care of his bodily need and performing the rites of purification, a twice-born man should first clean his teeth and then perform the morning twilight worship. For daily spiritual offering, bathing is also an essential part for maintaining one's cleanliness. Manu advises every day after purifying himself by bathing, Vedic students, that is brahmacharin, should offer quenching liberations to gods, seers, and ancestors, worship the gods, and put firewood into the sacred fire. Gautama, one of the earliest Dharma Sutrakaras, recommends that a Bhag graduate, that is Snataka, shall always keep him clean and smelling good and cultivates the habit of bathing. Daksha, as has been recorded in the Smriti Chandrika of Devanabhatta, argues that forest hermit and a householder should bathe twice a day, that is, at the morning and at noon. A renouncer, the jati, should bathe thrice a day at dawn, noon, and the time of sunset. And the Vedic students, the brahmacharis, should bathe himself once in a day, preferably in the morning. After bathing, Vishnu recommends, if one can afford, must not wear dirty or worn clothes. In the same manner, Taittiriya Samhita also endorses that one should not address a woman who has unclean clothes during menstruation, nor one should sit with her. However, comparatively later dated texts like the Dharma Sutra of Vishnu record some injunctions concerning sleeping hygiene, which is hitherto overlooked completely. Vishnu suggests one must never sleep with wet feet, with his head towards the north or the west, naked, leaning against a pillar. Probably it is due to safety. In the open air, on a bed made with palasha wood, as it is used for ritualistic purposes, with 5 kinds of wood from a tree split by an elephant, or with wood from a tree burned by lightning, on a broken bed, on a bed made with wood from a tree scorched by fire, or with wood from a tree that had been watered with a jar. Maybe it is soft wood. In a cemetery, definitely, an abandoned house, or in a temple, in the midst of men who twitched, in the midst of women, or above grain, cows, and the elders, as they are the respective peoples, and fire, or gods. He further adds that one should not sleep when he is impure from remnants. During the day, during the 2 twilights on ash, in a place that is unclear or wet, or at the top of the hill. However, Manu also records that the wise have determined that metal objects, jewels, and anything lapidary are cleansed with ash, water, and earth. When there are unstained gold vessels are cleaned with water alone, as also the aquatic, the lapidary or silver article that is unembellished. He also adds that gold and silver issued from the union of fire and water, they are best cleaned, therefore using their very sources. The cleaning of copper, iron, brass, pewter, tin, and lead is done using as appropriate alkali, acid, and water. All liquid, tradition tells us, are cleaned by straining, solids by sprinkling of water, and wooden articles by planing or carving, as Manu referred or recommended. Vishnu points out that when something is polluted by bodily dirt, liquor, or an intoxicant, it is polluted in the extreme. A vessel made of metal that has been polluted in the extreme is purified by placing in the fire, placing it in fire. Anything made of gem or stone or any aquatic product by burying in the earth for 7 days, and anything made of horn, ivory, or bone by scraping, a wooden or earthen article should be discarded. When a garment has been polluted in the extreme, he should cut out the area which, after washing, is still soiled. However, for the articles made of gold, silver, aquatic products, or gems are stained, they are cleansed with water, as also chamas ladders and graha ladders made of stones, choru spoon, sruch ladder, and sruba spoon with warm water. sacrificial vessels, shurpa, um, or the mortars and pestles, all of them should be cleaned with sprinkling of with water, as also beds, vehicles, and seats, and a large quality of grains, skins, ropes, woven clothes, wickers, yarn, cotton, and garments, even vegetables, roots, fruits, and flowers, and grass, wood, and straw. These are cleansed by washing when the quantity is small. Vishnu further provides a long list, like silk and wool are cleansed with saline earth, goat's wool blankets with around arishta fruits, fine fabric with bell fruits, linen with yellow mustard, as also articles made of horn, bone, and ivory, articles made with deer wool, and lotus seeds, article made of copper, bell metal, tin, and lead with acidic water, articles made with fruit shells, with cow's hair, a pile of article by sprinkling with water, liquids by scratching, etc. The list is very long, however. Manu further notes that whenever anything be cleansed, one should keep applying earth and water until the smell and strain are gone from the article completely. However, from the various injunctions on environmental cleanliness recorded in the Arthashastra, the book on statecraft, it is understood that the concept of hygiene was not unknown to the statesmen of ancient and medieval India. Kautilya was aware of the pollution problems that might happen in the urban areas due to population density. He realized that the society could be made aware of sanitation and forced to take it seriously only through appropriate rules and regulation along with properly imposed punishments. He suggests for throwing dirt in a street, the fine is 1/8 of panas. For obstructing the flow of dirty water, a quarter panas. If it is done on a royal highway, Rajamarga, the fine is doubled. For voiding excrement in a holy site, a place of water, a temple, or a royal precedent, the fine is 1 pana, successively increased by 1 pana. For voiding urine, the fines have doubled. However, if this is caused by medicine, sickness, or fear, they should not be fined. He also adds that for discarding discarding dead cat, dog, mongoose, or snakes within city, the fine is 3 panas, and a dead donkey, camel, horse, or farm animal, 6 panas, and a dead human beings, 50 panas. Further, he also imposes some rules for carrying corpse, the dead body. Kautilya proposes for changing the route for taking a dead body out through a gate other than the gate for taking out corpses. The punishment is the lowest Caesar fine, and the gatekeepers are fined 200 panas. For depositing or cremating a corpse or body in a place other than the cemetery, the fine is 12 panas. Kautilya argues the importance of swearage system when discussing on immovable property consisting of houses available in 8th chapter of the book 3 of the Arthashastra. He rightly points out that the drainage system must be taken care at the time of building the construction. The disposal of water rules like that. He says one should get the house built in keeping with the boundary line, or in its absence, he should have the foundation world, bhitti, constructed 2 arathnins or 3 padas away from the wall of the neighbor's house. However, the latrine, that is avaskara, and the drain or well, that is upadana, should not be located in places suitable for a house, except a water ditch during the childbirth, during the time of Sutika, Sutika Kupa, until the 10th day. That is the temporary construction. He should have a deep flowing water course or with cascades. 3 padas or 1.5 arathnins removed from neighbor's property. For avoiding this, that is temporary construction, they can make for 10 days. That every householder must take care to dispose the wastes from their homes. These observations of Kautilya have great relevance today. We can understand that Kautilya was aware of pollution. Kautilya takes a few precaution for the defending pollutions with rules for punishment of one man who touch another one with dirty hand. He detailed also reflects in the 19th chapter, namely the physical assault of the 3rd book of Justice. Kautilya opines for someone touching someone's body below the navel with hand, mud, ashes, or dust, the fine is 3 panas. For doing so with the same that are impure or with the food or spit, it is 6 panas. And for doing so with vomit, urine, feces, and the like, it is 12 panas. For doing so above the navel, the fine are doubled. And for doing so on the head, the fines are quadruple. These apply among equals. In the conclusion, I wish to add that they are not only explained ecology which directly influence the human life, but also insist upon the maintenance of the healthy environment by imposing strict rules and regulations. According to them, the maintenance of the environment is the responsibility of the administrator and the citizens as well. In the modern context, the maximum resource exploitations and pollutions, Kautilya Arthashastra and the Dharmashastra text points out the importance of nature conservation, in which man and nature Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Probably I was disconnected.
Yes, for a few seconds.
Have you go through the concluding remarks of mine? I think I have
Oh, no,
concluded.
no. You should conclude now.
Okay, I am just going through the concluding marks again.
Yes, yes.
I just add that, 1 second. I just want to add in the concluding marks that ancient and medieval Indian legal luminaries were not only explains ecology with directly influenced the human life, but also insist upon the maintenance of the healthy environment by imposing strict rules and regulations. According to them, the maintenance of environment is the responsibility of the administrator and the citizen as well. In the modern context, the maximum resource exploitations and pollution, Kautilya's Arthashastra and Dharmashastra texts point out that the importance of nature conservation, in which the man and nature knit together in one fabric. That's all. Thank you.
Hello. धर्मशास्त्रानुसारेण अर्थशास्त्रानुसारेण च शास्त्रविधिं इत्यस्मिन् विषये महाभागाः परिवेशं तथा च जनसचेतनां कथं जागरितं जातम् इति विषयम् उपस्थाप्य अस्मान् उद्बुद्धं कृतवन्तः। अनेन वयं सन्तुष्टाः सुष्टाः च। महोदयेभ्यो महिषादल राज महाविद्यालय पक्षतः संस्कृत विभाग पक्षतः मत् पक्षतः भूयो भूयो धन्यवादः व्यवहारात्। अधुना सत्रं परिचालयितुम् अहम् अस्माकं संस्कृत विभागस्य विभागीय प्रधानं डॉक्टर नवनीता बाग महाभागान् अनुरुन्धे। Madam.
Okay, first I have to give a thanks to the speakers. The best and beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. And thank you, this them. I think the participants are the witnessed all this memorable speech regarding the present topic. Today, my words are not enough to express the gratitude on behalf of our college and our Sanskrit department. I like to thank our honorable guest, Professor N.C. Panda, and Professor Anindya, who graced us with their presence and presentation too. So now we will start our paper presentation session. And first I invite Manoj Maiti, Bajkul Milani Mahavidyalay, Purbo Mednipur. His topic is Health Awareness is the Sub-Present of Pandemic in Activity of COVID-19. Please, Manoj Maiti, are you there? Manoj Maiti. Then second one, Shushmita Das, University of Kalyani, research scholar. Her topic is Corona Protirodhe Ayurveder Obodan. Shushmita Das, are you there, Shushmita Das?
Yes, ma'am.
Shushmita Das, yes, you can start your paper now.
আমি সুস্মিতা দাস। আমি কল্যাণী ইউনিভার্সিটি থেকে 2017 সালে এমএ কমপ্লিট করেছি। আমি সবার আগে এখানে উপস্থিত সকল স্যার ম্যাডামদের আমার আন্তরিক অভিনন্দন ও প্রণাম জানাই। আজকে আমার আলোচনার বিষয় করোনা প্রতিরোধে আয়ুর্বেদের অবদান। স্বাস্থ্যহীনতা ও রুগ্নতা জীবন সংগ্রামে ব্যর্থতার মূল আকর। আর এই ব্যর্থতার আকরের উচ্ছেদ করতে হলে আমাদের সকলকে সুস্থ ও স্বাস্থ্যবান জীবনযাপন করতে হবে। এই প্রসঙ্গে চরক সংহিতায় বলা হয়েছে, ধর্মার্থ কাম মোক্ষানাম আরোগ্যম মূলম উত্তমম জগৎস্য অপহারতারং শ্রেয়স জীবিতস্য চ। আয়ুর্বেদ অনুযায়ী শরীর হলে বিভিন্ন প্রকার রোগের মন্দির। আর এই শরীর থাকলে রোগও থাকবে, কিন্তু সেই রোগ থেকে আমাদেরকে নিষ্কৃতিও পেতে হবে। লোক পিতামহ ব্রহ্মা প্রজা সৃষ্টি করার পূর্বে ব্রহ্ম সংহিতা নামে আয়ুর্বেদ শাস্ত্র রচনা করেছিলেন। পরবর্তীকালে এই গ্রন্থটি 8টি অঙ্গে বিভক্ত হয়েছে। বিভিন্ন রোগ ও রোগের প্রতিকারের কথা সর্বপ্রথম আয়ুর্বেদ শাস্ত্রে লিপিবদ্ধ করা হয়েছে। ভারতে আয়ুর্বেদ শাস্ত্রের বীজ উক্ত হয়েছে বৈদিক কাল থেকে। অথর্ববেদেও বিভিন্ন ভৈষজ্য মন্ত্র, আয়ুষ মন্ত্র, পৌষ্টিক মন্ত্র উল্লেখ করা রয়েছে। আর অথর্ববেদের বিভিন্ন প্রকার রোগকে ওষুধের সাথে তুলনা করা হয়েছে। বর্তমান পরিস্থিতি থেকে আমরা যে মহামারীর সম্মুখীন হয়েছি তা সত্যি এক দানবরূপী মহামারী, যে দানব থেকে নিষ্কৃতি লাভের কোনো উপায় বা মন্ত্র বা ওষুধে আমাদের জানা নেই। আমরা কেবল অসহায় চতুষ্পদ প্রাণীর মতো এই করোনা চুপ দ্বারা নানাভাবে উৎপীড়িত হচ্ছে এবং জীবন যুদ্ধ পরাজিত হয়ে পড়েছে। হ্যাঁ, শোনা যাচ্ছে না?
হ্যাঁ, শোনা যাচ্ছে। কন্টিনিউ শোনা যাচ্ছে।
কোনোভাবেই কোনো আধুনিক চিকিৎসা বা আধুনিক গবেষণা এই অতিমারী পরিস্থিতিকে নিয়ন্ত্রণে আনতে পারছে না। শুধু বর্তমান শতাব্দী নয়, বিগত প্রায় কয়েক শতাব্দীর 20 শতকেই আমরা মানুষেরা বিভিন্ন রকম মহামারীর শিকার হয়ে চলেছি। তবে হয়তো এই করোনা পরিস্থিতি থেকে অতি সহজে মুক্তি লাভ না করতে পারলেও আমরা করোনা থেকে কিছুটা প্রতিরোধ করতে পারি। কেননা সভ্যতার অগ্রভাগে যখন চিকিৎসা ব্যবস্থা ছিল না, রোগাক্রান্ত মানুষ কিন্তু লতাপাতা অর্থাৎ আয়ুর্বেদের উপরে ভরসা রাখতো। যেমন ঠাকুমা পিসিদের কিছু ঘরোয়া টোটকার উপরও বিশ্বাস করতো। যেমন সকালে উঠে 1 গ্লাস জলে লেবুর রস মিশিয়ে পান করা, বারংবার গোলমরিচ, আদা, তুলসী মিশ্রিত চা পান করা, তাছাড়া রান্নায় হলুদ, জিরে ও ধনিয়া ব্যবহার করা, যা আমাদের রোগ প্রতিরোধের ক্ষমতা বৃদ্ধি করে। এছাড়া অতি অবশ্যই আমাদের নিয়মিত প্রাণায়াম করা উচিত এবং পুষ্টিকর ফলমূল ও শাকসবজি গ্রহণ করা উচিত, যা আমাদের করোনা প্রতিরোধে সাহায্য করবে। এবং বর্তমানে আমরা নানা রকম সাবধানতা অবলম্বন করতে পারি। যেমন অতি অবশ্যই বাইরে বেরোলে আমাদের মুখে মাস্ক পরে বেরোনো উচিত এবং বয়স্ক মানুষদের এবং 10 বছর নিচে শিশুদের আমাদের নিরাপদে রাখা উচিত এবং বারবার তাছাড়াও আমাদের হাত পা সাবান দিয়ে পরিষ্কার রাখা উচিত। সত্যি কথা বলতে এই পরিস্থিতি হয়তো কোনো একটি সময় স্বাভাবিক হবে, তবে এই মহামারী যেমন অনেক প্রাণেরও বলি নিয়েছে, তেমনি অনেক অর্থেরও হাহাকার সৃষ্টি করে চলেছে প্রতিনিয়ত। তাই এই মহামারী পরিস্থিতি থেকে রক্ষা পেতে হলে আমাদের অতি প্রাচীন ভেষজ ও টোটকার উপর নির্ভর করতে হবে এবং আমাদের মন্দিরের শরীরকে আমাদেরকে রক্ষা করতে হবে। হয়তো বা প্রাচীন সংস্কৃতি আমাদের কোনো নতুন পথের সন্ধানও দেখা দিতে পারে। আমার এই লেখনের উদ্দেশ্য হলো বর্তমান মহামারী পরিস্থিতি সম্পর্কে অবহিত করা, সচেতনতা ও প্রতিরোধ ক্ষমতা বৃদ্ধি করা। শব্দ সংকেত আয়ুর্বেদ করোনা মহামারী। থ্যাংক ইউ ম্যাম।
থ্যাংক ইউ সুস্মিতা। নেক্সট সোমা দে, University of North Bengal. Her topic is environmental and health awareness in the Atharva Veda in the present day context. Are you there? Shoma De from North Bengal. Next, Onurima Gupta, PhD scholar. Orunima Gupta, PhD scholar, Gaurabanga Vishwavidyalaya, Malda. Topic is Agni Purane Drishta Shusto Jiban Charcha. Please, Onurima, start your paper.
Yes, ma'am. উপস্থিত অধ্যাপক অধ্যাপিকাদের আমার প্রণাম জানিয়ে সশ্রদ্ধ প্রণাম জানিয়ে আমি আমার উপস্থাপন পত্র পাঠ করছি। আমার পত্রের নাম অগ্নিপুরাণে দিষ্ট সুস্থ জীবনচর্চা। শরীরম
এক মিনিট অনুরিমা, তুমি মাইক্রোফোনটা একটু মুখ থেকে দূরে রেখে কথা বলো।
আচ্ছা, শোনা যাচ্ছে ম্যাম এখন?
হ্যাঁ, শোনা যাচ্ছে।
হ্যালো, হ্যাঁ। শরীরম ব্যাধি মন্দিরম, আমাদের শরীর মাত্রই ব্যাধির আকর। প্রাত্যহিক জীবনে বিবিধ ব্যাধিকে সঙ্গে নিয়েই চলতে হয় আমাদের। কর্মব্যস্ত জীবনে যথাসম্ভব স্বাস্থ্যবিধি অবলম্বন করেই আমরা জীবন নির্বাহ করি। তবে বর্তমানে আমরা যে অতিমারীর পরিস্থিতিতে রয়েছি তাতে আমাদের আরো বেশি করে স্বাস্থ্য সচেতন হতে হবে। কারণ প্রথমত বর্তমানে যেভাবে করোনা আক্রান্ত রোগীর সংখ্যা বেড়ে চলেছে তাতে যে কোনো রোগের সঠিক চিকিৎসা পাওয়াই দুরূহ হয়ে উঠেছে। আবার দ্বিতীয়ত পূর্ব হতেই আমরা যদি অন্য কোনো রোগের দ্বারা অধিক মাত্রায় আক্রান্ত হয়ে থাকি তবে আমাদের শরীরে রোগ প্রতিরোধক ক্ষমতা কমে যাবে এবং অতি সহজেই আমাদের শরীরে করোনা নামক ভাইরাসের সংক্রমণ ঘটবে, যা আমাদের প্রাণনাশেরও কারণ হতে পারে। তাই শরীরে পূর্ব হতে বাধা জ্বর, মধুমেহ, রক্তচাপ, অর্শ, উদরী, হৃদরোগ প্রভৃতি রোগকে নিজের নিয়ন্ত্রণে রেখে রোগ প্রতিরোধ ক্ষমতা বাড়ানোর কথা বলেছেন বিশেষজ্ঞগণ। সুতরাং আমাদের উচিত আমাদের প্রাত্যহিক জীবনযাত্রা ও খাদ্যাভ্যাসের পরিবর্তন ঘটিয়ে নিজেদের যথাসম্ভব সুস্থ রাখা। নিজেদের সুস্থ রাখার অতি সহজ ও ঘরোয়া পদ্ধতি আয়ুর্বেদাচার্যগণ অতি প্রাচীনকালেই আমাদের বলে গেছেন নানা চিকিৎসা শাস্ত্রে। আয়ুর্বেদ তার চিকিৎসা শাস্ত্রের অন্তর্গত এই সমস্ত গ্রন্থ ছাড়াও পুরাণ গ্রন্থেও আমরা শরীর চর্চার নানা উপায় জানতে পারি। বিবিধ বিদ্যার বিশ্বকোষ স্বরূপ অগ্নিপুরাণ নামক গ্রন্থটিতে নানা বিষয়ের সঙ্গে সঙ্গে আয়ুর্বেদেরও উল্লেখ আছে। অগ্নিপুরাণের 279 থেকে 283 অধ্যায় পর্যন্ত আয়ুর্বেদের নানা তথ্য উল্লিখিত হয়েছে। অগ্নিপুরাণকার এই পূর্বোক্ত অধ্যায়গুলিতে আয়ুর্বেদাচার্যগণের উক্তি উদ্ধৃত করেই আমাদের স্বাস্থ্য সচেতনতার বার্তা দিয়েছেন। সেখানে বলা হয়েছে জ্বর রোগগ্রস্ত ব্যক্তির বল রক্ষা করে লাজ মন্ড ভোজন করাতে হবে। এছাড়াও যষ্টিক, নিবার, যবের বিকার, মসুর, পটল, নিম্ব, ডালিম প্রভৃতি জ্বরের উপকারক। এছাড়া উদরী রোগে দুগ্ধের সঙ্গে বাট্য ও ঘৃতপক্ষ বাস্তুক শাক ভোজন করাতে হবে। গোধূম, শালি ও তিক্ত দ্রব্য উদরী রোগের জন্য হিতকর হয়। শ্বাস ও হিক্কার বিশিষ্ট রোগীগণ শুষ্ক মূল, জাঙ্গল পুপো, দাড়িমাদি ভক্ষণ করলে বিশেষ উপকার লাভ করবেন। শ্বাসকাশ রোগে দশমূল কাঠ পেয় বিশেষভাবে উপকারক। এছাড়া হৃদরোগে বিরেচন এবং ভিক্ষা রোগে পিপ্পলি হিতকর হয়। অর্শ রোগে রক্তশালী অন্ন ও নিবার ধান্যাদির ভোজন কর্তব্য। শির রোগে বিনাশের নিমিত্ত স্নিগ্ধ ও উষ্ণ দ্রব্য ভোজন করতে হবে। অগ্নিপুরাণে ধন্বন্তরীর উক্তি উল্লেখ করেই বলা হয়েছে ব্যাধি 4 প্রকার: শারীরিক, মানসিক, আগন্তুক ও সহজ। জ্বর, কুষ্ঠাদি শারীরিক, ক্রোধাদি মানসিক, বিধাতাদি দ্বারা উদ্ভূত আগন্তুক, ক্ষুধা এবং বার্ধক্যাদি সহজ ব্যাধি। শারীরিক ও আগন্তুক ব্যাধি বিনাশের জন্য রবিবারে ঘৃত, গুড়, লবণ, স্বর্ণ ও অপূপ বিপ্রকে সমর্পণ করবে। মানসিক রোগে বিষ্ণু স্তোত্রই পরম ঔষধ। অগ্নিপুরাণে বলা হয়েছে অতি ভোজন বা অভোজন মল মূত্রাদির বেগ উত্তোলন ও ধারণ সকল রোগ উৎপন্ন করে। তাই অতি ভোজন এবং অভোজন নিবারণের কথা অগ্নিপুরাণকার বলেছেন। সকল প্রকার রোগের শান্তির জন্য বিষ্ণুর ধ্যান ও পূজা করার কথা বলা হয়েছে। এইভাবে সকল প্রকার রোগের নিবারণের কথা বলার পরও এখানে ভেষজের গুণাগুণ এছাড়া বৃক্ষ আয়ুর্বেদের প্রসঙ্গ আলোচনা করা হয়েছে। সুস্থ জীবন যাপনের জন্য বৃক্ষের রোপণ একটি বিশেষ ভূমিকা পালন করে। এখানে অগ্নিপুরাণে বলা হয়েছে সুস্থ জীবনের জন্য ভবনের উত্তর দিকে প্লক্ষ, পূর্ব দিকে বট, দক্ষিণে আম্র এবং পশ্চিমে অশ্বত্থ বৃক্ষ রোপণ করা কল্যাণকর। এরপর বৃক্ষরোপণের পদ্ধতি এবং বৃক্ষের পরিচর্যা প্রসঙ্গেও সেখানে বিস্তারিত আলোচনা করা হয়েছে, যা সকল প্রকার রোগ মর্দন করে থাকে। এরপর এছাড়া অগ্নিপুরাণে শিশু রোগ বিষয়েও বিশেষভাবে আলোচনা করা হয়েছে। তাছাড়াও অশ্ব, গজ প্রভৃতি পশু রোগের নিরাময়ের কথাও বলা হয়েছে। পরিশেষে আমার বক্তব্য এই সমস্ত এই সমস্ত বিধি যা অগ্নিপুরাণে বলা হয়েছে সেই ঋণাবয় পদ্ধতি আমাদের জীবনে প্রয়োগ করে আমাদের নিজেদের সুস্থ রাখতে হবে। আমরা যদি নিজেদের সুস্থ রাখতে পারি তাহলে আমাদের পরিবার সুস্থ থাকবে এবং আমাদের পরিবার সুস্থ থাকলে আমাদের চারপাশের সমাজকে আমরা সুস্থ এবং সংক্রমণ মুক্ত রাখতে পারবো। ধন্যবাদ ম্যাম।
থ্যাংক ইউ অনুরিমা, তোমার টপিকটা ভালোই, কন্টিনিউ করো, তোমার কাজ নিশ্চয়ই চলছে।
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ ম্যাম।
Best wishes for that.
Thank you ma'am.
Next, I repeat, Manoj Maiti, are you there? And second one, Noni Gopal Das, Swarnamoyi Jogendranath Mahavidyalaya. His topic is health awareness is the best sub-present of pandemic in activity of COVID-19. I think the same topic. Manoj Maiti and Noni Gopal Das. Are you there, Noni Gopal Das? No, I think he is absent. So at the end of the day of our webinar, I would like to convey my thanks and best wishes all of you. First, I have to mention, like to convey my respect, best wishes, and thanks to our principal and other authorities of our college. My heartfelt respect and thanks to the two invitees, the eminent scholars. I already mentioned their name and already thanks them. I thanks all the participants, faculty members, research scholars, and all others who love Sanskrit, loves our department and us too. Last but not least, like to thank to all of my beloved students, scholars, as they showing their interest in this webinar. Once again, thank you to all for making this program successful for the day. I'd like to mention the program schedule for the next day. Tomorrow, our invited guest will be most prominent scholar and speaker, Professor Brojo Kishore Shrai of Sri Jagannath University, Odisha. And second session will be only for paper presentation. So after that, thank you and
Hello.
Yes, we must continue.
अन्तिम मन्त्रेण आलोचना चक्रम वयं समापयामः। ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। नमस्कार।
Thank you all.
समाप्तम्।